Hey lovely, welcome to my channel. My name is Chiamaka Ukebu. Interested in how I transform this gorgeousness to this gorgeousness. Yes, my hands do that. My hands are blessed. Okay, stick around to find out. So I started up with her skin prep. I'm using the Ghanaian micellar water to clean her face, and for moisturizer I use the Msmetics and moisture potion. So remember, your skin prep is CTMP, cleanse, tone, moisturize, and prime. So I moisturized using the Msmetic moisture potion, and then I primed using classic primer. It's the latest primer, which is set to be a dupe for the Becca Cosmetics. Guys, this is really dry and mattifying. Like I almost went off guard with the foundation, almost, but I'll show you shortly. But this is the clip of how I prep my skin. So for her foundation, you can see that nothing is cast on stone. I had to check for her skin tone. Her face is reddish, while her chest region has a different undertone, so I had to get a perfect undertone. So I mixed the Adventure Super Stay foundation, Nuban concealer, and one other foundation to get this. Now this is super drying. Like the Adventure foundation, if you've heard it's drying, believe me, it is. I had to use this hydrating spray from Beauty to make it easier to blend, and thank God for GLAM beauty sponge. It just helped blend this in. So I left the clip of the blending because it was a lot. Like guys, it was a lot. Like I wouldn't even lie to you. I had to blend. So what I would advise is, if you're using this, you could, if you're not going for a matte finish, like a matte finish, you could mix this with your moisturizer to make it less matte. Yes, and also you might not want to use a mattifying primer, like an extremely mattifying primer. This HD primer from Classic was just so mattifying that the foundation itself was also mattifying. That's why it was like this. Blending the close to the neck region, the jawline, wasn't as difficult as the forehead and the nose region. It was a bit patchy at first. Why? Because that is why I applied the primer. Dry meets dry equals to patchiness. I don't know if you get the gist. Yeah, so that's it. But all in all, we thank God for a good blend. The forehead wasn't easy, the nose region, wherever I applied the primer, it wasn't easy getting that blend. So I would advise mix with a moisturizer or work in smaller sections. Yeah, I think that would also help. And do not use a lot of primer. But yeah, all the same, girls, who did it? I did. Yeah, I did. Now look at that blend. Like, hello, hi. So for concealing her face, highlighting, I went in with something close to her skin tone first, because I didn't want it to go all out and white. Yeah, something close to the skin tone, so it looks like skin finish. So you highlight under the eyes, the forehead, the nose, and the jaw, the chin rather. Look in my eyes, bullshit aside, don't waste my time too. Do you know? Oh, I lost you, but at least I tried to do right by you. And then you blend that out neatly, like let the person look up so it doesn't crease, and you can easily blend it all out. You had to show me what this really was. Enjoy the rest of your life. I'll catch you on the flip side. Karma's a bitch, I can't wait. I'll catch you on the flip side. Don't try. So after that, I went ahead to contour her face. Now I'm contouring with Flawlessivy HD powder palette. This palette is amazing. I love the coverage, is beautiful, and it's matte. It's a matte powder. So I went in with that to contour her face. For me, powder contour is just like it's buildable. It's something you can work with. It's just easier to handle. Yeah, so that brush I'm using is a brush from Blosoommakeupng. It's a powder brush. Sometimes I use it for foundation though. Yeah, so I'm using like 2 shades darker and mixing the shades together for her forehead and her the bridge of her face. Yeah, everywhere I want to have low light. Yes, that's what I'm using it to, under her cheekbone, her forehead.
I know what you do, I know you want to. Can't talk your way out of this one, I'm holding the proof. I drink 80 proof until we get through. I might just swing through when he's there with you. What would you do? Yeah, yeah, all on my dick. When I'm gone, you can't resist. Nah, nah, yeah, you acting insane, cause you're afraid I'm a guest. You threw my heart in the fire, burning my hands on the wire. Callous enough to admire, I guess that you're just a liar. Enjoy the rest of your life, I'll catch you on the flip side. Karma's a bitch, I can't wait, I'll catch you on the flip side. Don't try, don't you.
So now I'm using this pink shade from the Imagic palette as her blush. What I'm trying to do is to add color back to her face. Yeah, so I'm just trying to put that color in there on her face so it doesn't look like her face doesn't look dull. Now I'm going back in. Now I want to highlight. I'm going in with the Nuban Beauty concealer. I think this is an 048. I'm not so sure. So that those places I want to actually be bright, like really bright. So those are the places I'm applying this concealer to. As you can see, it's super bright and super white. Yes, so I'm just going to blend that in seamlessly into her face. So the highest points of her face, that is where I am putting the concealer, and that's where I am blending it into.
Yeah, you want someone you could play with. You think that I would do anything you want. I got some news for you, baby. My heart ain't nothing to play with. You'll rue the day when it all comes back around. Enjoy the rest of your life, I'll catch you on the flip side. Karma's a bitch, I can't wait, I'll catch you on the flip side. Don't try, don't you lie. You lied, yeah. I tried, can't deny. You're broken inside.
So I'll just go ahead to set her face using little powder. I'm just going to apply the powder into her face, like set lightly using little powder before I go ahead to bake. So you could either use a setting powder. This I'm using is S-Bond. You could either use your face powder actually to set it first before going in with a setting powder, or you could just use the setting powder all the way. I do either, depend on the mood. So now I'm going in. I want to contour the nose. You know how we have that snatched nose? Yes, I'm trying to get the shape from her, tracing it from her eyebrow down to her nose so that it looks natural. It doesn't look like I'm just drawing a line. So I'm blending as I am going. That's the best part about using a powder. So I can blend, move, blend, add, blend. You get it. Yeah, so down the bridge of her nose to make it snatched.
Don't change the subject, don't you take the focus off you. Do you love me? Look in my eyes, bullshit aside, don't waste my time too. Do you know?
So now to reverse contour, I am going in with a powder. That's the S-Bond powder, the baking powder. I'm going to use it to reverse contour. This will further enhance the highlighting and contouring here. So from there, I'm just going to go ahead to bake that place. I'm just going to go ahead to bake that bake under the eye, and also use powder to set her face. That's her face powder to set her face, set everywhere.
Oh, I lost you, but at least I tried to do right by you. I fastened the news. You had to show me what this really was. Enjoy the rest of your life. I'll catch you on the flip side. Karma's a bitch, I can't wait. I'll catch you on the flip side. Don't try, don't try, don't you lie. You lied, yeah. I tried, can't deny. You're broken inside. I know what you do, I know you want to. Can't talk your way out of this one, I'm holding the proof. I drink 80 proof until we get through. I might just swing through when he's there with you. What would you do? Yeah, yeah. All on my dick when I'm gone, you can't resist. Nah, nah, yeah, you acting is.
And also go back to her nose to further enhance that nose contour. I'm going to set it to get the perfect shape I want that way.
Cause you're afraid I might guess. You threw my heart in the fire, burning my hands on the wire. Callous enough to admire, I guess that you're just a liar. Enjoy the rest of your life, I'll catch you on the flip side. Karma's a bitch, I can't wait.
So I'm just going to reverse contour her face and also try to bake around her mouth region so that when she smiles, it doesn't crack and bring out smile lines. So here, I'm just drawing her brows.
Catch you on the flip side. Don't try, don't try, don't you lie. You lied, yeah. I tried, can't deny. You're broken inside. That's something that you say, yeah. You want someone you could play with. You think that I would do anything you want. I got some news for you, baby. My heart ain't nothing to play with. You'll rue the day when it all comes back around. Enjoy the rest of your life. I'll catch you on the flip side. Karma's a bitch, I can't wait. I'll catch you on the flip side. Don't try, don't try, don't you lie. You lied, yeah. I tried, can't. Don't change the subject, don't you take the focus off you. Do you love me? Look in my eyes, bullshit aside, don't waste my time too. Do you know? Oh, I lost you, but at least I tried to do right by you. I fastened the news. You had to show me what this really was. Enjoy the rest of your life. I'll catch you on the flip side.
So I'm going ahead to apply concealer to her eyelids and really blend that in. So this will serve more or less like a base. You want to make sure that this is very smooth. Yes. Then after that, I'm going to use the setting powder to set that concealer in place so it doesn't move and nothing happens to it. Like set the concealer under the brows, the one I just placed on her eyelids here. So just to set it in place.
Nah, yeah, you acting insane, cause you're afraid I might guess. You threw my heart in the fire, burning my hands on the wire. Callous enough to admire, I guess that you're just a liar. Enjoy the rest of your life, I'll catch catch you on the flip side. Karma's a bitch, I can't wait. I'll catch you on the flip side. Don't try, don't try, don't you lie. You lied, yeah, I tried.
Then moving forward, I'm using the Vianney eyeshadow base. This is Vianney. I was looking for the benign crown white, but I couldn't find it in the market, and Vianney came in recommended. So I'll tell you, this really goes a long way. So just place this in and make sure it's really smooth. However you place this, that is how your eyeshadow would be. So I'm using the green color from the Blosoommakeupng palette, the African Queen palette. All the colors used here are from that palette. So because I'm using an eyeshadow base and it's a matte eyeshadow, I'm just going to pat that in. I'm not going to drag it except when I want to blend. If you drag it, you are going to move the base. So just pat it and place it. I'm going in with a darker green for the eyes here, just to place that in. And then later on I go in with a yellow, just towards the inner V of the eye. Then this same colors, I don't know, I think that clip got lost. I'm going to place the same colors under the eyes also, just the same way they are, the yellow, the light green and the dark green. So this is all just about placement, place and blend. So whenever you're working with colors, especially green is really hard to blend, and if you're not careful, it also gets patchy. Just on its own, it gets patchy. You could use this, you could do this without an eyeshadow base, but I feel like an eyeshadow base always helps. But you could totally do this without an eyeshadow base, like totally, and it will work because the eyeshadow is pigmented here. So just this way, the lighter color, the medium tone, and then the darker tone outside.
I'll catch you on the flip side. Karma's a bitch, I can't wait. I'll catch you on the flip side. Don't try, don't try, don't you lie. You lied, yeah, I tried, can't deny. You're broken inside. There's nothing that you can say, yeah. You want someone you could play with. You think that I would do anything you want. I got some news for you, baby. My heart ain't nothing to play with. You'll rue the day when it all comes back around. Enjoy the rest of your life. I'll catch you on the flip side. Karma's a bitch, I can't wait. I'll catch you on the flip side. Don't try, don't try, don't you lie. You lied, yeah, I tried, can't deny. You're broken inside. Yes, you threw my heart in the fire, burning my hands on the wire. Callous enough to admire, I guess that you're just a liar. Enjoy the rest of your life. I'll catch you on the flip side. Karma's a bitch, I can't wait. I'll catch you on the flip side. The rest of your life. I'll catch you on the flip side. Karma's a bitch, I can't wait. I'll catch you on the flip side. Don't try, don't try, don't you lie. You lie. Oh, I lost you, but at least I tried to do right by you. I fastened the news. You had to show me what this really was. Enjoy the rest of your life. I'll catch you on the flip side. Karma's a bitch, I can't wait. I'll catch you on the flip side. Don't try, don't try, don't you lie. You lied, yeah, I tried, can't deny.
It wasn't dark enough. I went in with a black and angle wasn't coming, so I decided to give it an upper angle. Initially it was only the lower angle, I then went ahead with the upper angle to like V it, and then I had to blend. This brush wasn't the best for blending because it wasn't really dense. It's more of a big blending brush. You see that I wanted to drag this out, but it was dragging only the black. I just left it that way because that wasn't the idea. I just left it that way. But yeah, I went in with the black to like deepen it and give it sort of a shape. So yeah, the blending wasn't from here, it was from out of this world. Like, you have to blend, that's colors for you. So to take off the powdery feel, the powdery look, I used the Kiss Beauty spray. You could go far and spray this, do not come too close, else you might just ruin everything. Go far. You can see under the jaw is already dripping, yeah? So go far and spray. I went close because, well, I feel like I could handle it and I really wanted it to be hydrated. So for the lips, I used a very neutral tone, just added gloss to it. It's from the Imagic palette. So yes, that's how we got this. Yes, baby girls, Charlie, they don't know. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And do let me know in the comment section which hair care do you prefer, this looking green or the one coming out, which is more of white and blue and green. Yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Please do share and comment. Bye guys. Love, love, love you.